Hey everyone, welcome to Damage Scaling YouTube channel, and today we are going to show you some of the buffs that Jin got in Season 4 regarding some of the launchers that it was universally buffed for some characters, but some characters were also nerfed when they did like a low into a staggered animation. If you guys remember, not too long ago, whenever low did this, it wasn't really launchable by while standing 2 if you didn't delay it, but now on the very first frame you can actually launch Lao's Dragon Tail just for him to try like this stuff out. But there was a time that this wasn't launchable and Jin while standing 2 would actually whiff, but there is still some characters in this game that can get away from this and you can't really launch these characters. But what you can do now is delay a hop kick and you're still going to get like a really big launcher that is going to do some really good damage. The damage that this does is the same as a can, so in characters that getting a delayed hop kick is hard, you can cross cancel this into a can and still do like really big damage. You can also, if you have execution, this one is going to be a little bit much harder, but if you have execution you can actually cross cancel this into a CD1, this, and if you are fast enough, right, you are going to get one hell of a combo that you can also do like some pretty hefty damage with this if you have like execution for it. It's a little bit technical, but it's also pretty cool, and in the end of the day you can get even a lot more than what would you get with can-cans and delayed hop kicks. You can also, some characters you can cross cancel electric, but this isn't really necessary with Jin, because while it's good to have, you are spending your screw to do like already wall carrying combo. It's only much difficult, so I only advise to cross cancel against staggered lows if you are going for CD1, either CD1 or can-cans. Otherwise the much easier damage you can get from a while standing 2, which is standard, right? But not every character you can just while standing 2. For example, Eddie is one of these characters and he's pretty annoying. Let me just show you real quick. So we are here with Eddie, and just to let you know that Eddie is one of these characters that you can't really while standing 2. For some reason he recovers standing, but it's still weird because his hitbox is so low and no one can actually launch. For example, Jin can really not launch Eddie on any position that his stuff works, so it's really just BS, right? So what you have to do in this situation, you have to cross cancel, or you're gonna have to use a delayed hop kick, but you have to be a little bit much faster to get your combos going on Eddie, and he has like some really janked hitbox, so it doesn't really work well sometimes. So what I advise in this situation is to cross cancel into can. Is going to be the most optimal launch that you are going to get, and fast and easy and on time to get like really solid damage. Of course you can still do a cross cancel while standing, a cross cancel CD1, but you have to be extremely fast to do that, and Eddie will be able to guard almost immediately because the recovery of this on stagger is, I believe, is the fastest move that recovers on stagger. So it's incredibly hard to get your punish going if you don't have like really a 3-frame execution, because the window is pretty tight, right? So it becomes really hard to get your combo in with CD1 in this particular case. So it's possible, but it's just unnecessarily hard, and that's because Eddie recovers so fast when you block slippery kicks. So this is going to be the best punish that you can get from Eddie every time he does a slippery kicks and you slippery kicks and you block low. So know that you can crush cancel this, and you should test this against every single load that goes into a stagger mode and see what your options are. But for the other characters, I would advise to practice crush cancel in CD1, because crush cancel in CD1 is going to do a lot more damage when they get to a wall. So your wall combo is going to be much damaging than doing cancans in general, cancans or delayed hop kicks, because this is a staple that you can use. And while of course you could do this, but your execution have to be super good to actually utilize this stuff. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys on the next one.